Hi everyone, happy Love Day. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I wanted to post a video concerning today. 2 years ago I had a video going on along the lines of who's your first love. So I continued that today, and I want to add on by saying the importance of love and work and how that correlates and comes together. Today, as I was studying the word, I realized there was a bunch of Bible verses that correlate with love. Okay, because God is love. Love is literally splattered all throughout the Bible. We know that. So as I was looking at the Bible verses, and I'll put it down in the description box down below because this video will not be edited, unfortunately. I realized that there's a pattern, or there's something that goes along these lines, and it's the word work. All the verses that are listed here, I realized that love and work go together. And what does that mean? It means that if you love someone, or if you are showing love or care, it takes work. It takes a lot of effort. You need to put a lot of strength into it. All of that requires work. It requires you moving. It requires you doing something. It makes me also think back to how God shows his love. He shows his love through the work he does. What work does he do? Through the making of his hands, the things that he does, the things that he has created, the thoughts and the plans that he has for us. That's all work that he's put into us. That is all things that he's planned for us. When I sit down and I think about it, I think about all the things he sat down and thought for himself. He created the whole world. He made things just wonderful, or just great for you and me. We're able to breathe, we're able to walk, we're able to talk, and it's all because of him. He put in that work for us to be here today. That's love. I realized that love is putting in the work. You have a relationship with God, but it requires work to build that relationship. Jesus died on the cross for us because he wanted to show his love, and he wanted to also allow us to enjoy an everlasting life, a life of peace, a life where we don't have to keep on slaying the lamb or keep on killing a lamb to have our sins forgiven. Because of his one bloodshed, because of the work he put into allowing himself to be sacrificed, me and you, we can live an everlasting life. We can live a life where we don't have to suffer, or we don't have to second guess. We just know that God can forgive us and give us another chance. That's all love. Like, it just amazes me how much work God put into this, assignment, and how much more work Jesus had to do when he came to die for us. 1 John 3:16, Romans 5:8, John 3:16, literally 1 John 4, the whole thing, 1 Corinthians 13, the whole thing, 2 John 1:6, and so on and so forth. There's a pattern in the Bible where, like, you have to put in the work to get love, or you have to put in the work to show your love, and God did just that. So I ask you, who are you considering your first love? It better be God. Who are you considering your first love? And what type of work are they putting into showing you love? That person that wants your love, what work are they putting in to show you that they deserve your love? Be careful who you say you love. Be careful who you say you love. If life was just so easy, we would just stick to God and just find peace, because there is actual peace in God. But I want you all to understand that God has put in a lot of work for me and you to be here today. So let's give him that appreciation, and let's show him the love that he deserves. Let's shout out his name to the whole wide world, so that everyone knows that we serve a living God, that our Father is a loving Father, because He's done a lot for us. He's done a lot for us. I'm not going to get too deep into the message, but I want you to know that God has put in the work for us today. He's put in the work from so many years ago for us, for me and you to be here today. As I was studying more, guys, I wrote a lot down. The Lord allowed me to understand the story of Jacob and him winning, Rachel over. It took him how many years? Not 1, not 3, not 7 years. Even though he thought it was 7 years, it took him a good 14 years to win a woman that he so desperately loved. Jacob worked for 14 good years. 14 years. You could find another woman and raise a child in those 14 years, but he decided to work for a woman he loved. I'm not here to compare your partner or anything, but I'm here to show you that true love takes work. True love takes work. And where there is love, there is true effort that must be put into it. Both ways. The same way that God puts in the effort to, make sure we're okay in the relationship, we should also return that love back to our Father in that same relationship. Don't make it a toxic one between you and God. Make it a very blissful and peaceful one. The same work He's putting in, give that same effort back. Whether it's worshiping Him, praising Him, doing what He has called you to do. There are so many ways to fulfill the relationship that we have with God. Pay attention to God and what He's asking of you, and how you can fulfill the relationship that you have with your Maker. So I end off and I say that it takes work to fulfill or prepare or maintain a good relationship or a good love. I'm talking in the sense of an actual relationship here on earth with your friends, your family, your loved ones. And it also takes a lot of effort and work to maintain the relationship you have going with God. You need a relationship with God to actually know who you're worshiping, who you're praising. If there's no relationship, that's when it becomes a religion over a passion or a relationship. It becomes religion over a relationship when you don't even know who you're serving. You don't even know who you're trying to love. When you say you love God, how do you love God? What are some ways that you love God? Show that. Show that. Let people know that you love God, and don't be embarrassed to show the love, because God is love. God bless you, and thank you for watching today's video. I pray that you share this video out, and I pray that you enjoy this love day. And whenever you watch this, I want you to understand that God is love, and you will find love in God. You will understand what true love is when you find it in God first. God is your true love. God is your first love. God bless you.